saying that
Yeah.
they're all pretty
Hold
close.
on. There you
Roy.
go. We were just saying, I was like, we should just see if Christian wants to come on Friday and talk to Max with us and just shoot the shit.
You let me know.
If you want to. It's up to
I
you.
don't think much is going on Friday. I don't think much will be going on for like the next month if they're gonna close shit down.
If you want to,
Yeah, true.
you got a seat,
yeah.
buddy. That would be a fucking ball. I would just be in
I think so.
heaven if that were the case.
Yeah, just let me know, man.
Be the same time.
You got him on, but you said you had him on a bunch of times.
No, I've only had him on once.
Oh, you only had him on one time. Okay, right on.
This is the second time.
Yeah,
I've had Richie on a bunch.
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah, you told me that Richie was on like 4 or 5 times with you or something.
Yeah.
He's a freaking cool dude, man. I love hanging with him.
He was telling us about some
such fun dudes to hang out with, man.
He was like when we talked to him probably almost a month ago now.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think.
Might have been a year ago. Fuck it, yeah. But he was saying how much fun he had touring with you in Europe and shit. It was cool.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of fun with them out on the road, man. I connected with them dudes really good too, man. You know, we were just similar people is really what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We ain't too much different from each other. We're metalheads, you know.
No, exactly.
You're both you're so super laid back.
You know?
Yeah.
We love music.
Yeah. You love music, you're laid back, and you like to rock, and that's it. There's no bullshit outside of that.
Yeah. And he's also got a great perspective on shit, you know. Like, I think we talked about it before, because he's been around the music industry since he was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
So he's seen great things, and he's seen shady people, how shady people behave. You know, he's seen how you're supposed to respect space with people, you know. If you're backstage, you can't just like walk up to anyone, you know. So he has a pretty good perspective on like life and, you know, how people should behave and shit like that. What freedoms we should have and shouldn't have. We had all those deep ass conversations on the bus, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. We talked a good long talk.
You know, all that shit.
Oh yeah, I remember we were going off about talking about the weed and like about how like weed is like legal. Well, all over Canada it's legal, but in all the states. I think he was in Colorado, was it, Joey? Is that where
Colorado,
he is now?
Yeah, he was in Colorado.
Yeah. Just talking about like smoking weed and like.
Is he living in Colorado now?
I think he's staying there, isn't he?
Well, he moved. He was in Vegas, and then he moved back to Zona, but they were like just vacationing out in Colorado, going back and forth.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Doing the nomad shit, right? So he wants to do.
A couple of states legalized it during
Oregon.
election.
Yeah, Oregon. Yeah.
And also,
wasn't Oregon?
New Jersey wound up getting recreation.
Yeah, Jersey.
We were talking to Max. We're talking to Max Illich about that.
Oh, he must be happy as fuck.
Oh yeah, he was fucking
He was so happy. He talked for like 2.5 hours about it.
Yeah,
he just talked about how we was gonna be legal in Jersey.
No, we talked about that and a whole bunch of other stuff. It was hilarious. I was just like, I think I said like 5 words the whole time, and we just let him go. It's like, just talk. Man.
Oh no, forget about it. Max will freaking chew your ear off if you let him.
It was crazy. Like, and it wasn't
Max
like
straight up chew your fucking ear off.
It wasn't in a bad way because he had good stuff to say. It was totally
but
like I was totally lasered into his conversation, but just like
he knew his political shit. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's fucking deep into sports and shit, and he knows like mad shit about sports and the athletes and what their records are and like what the like the stats are for every team. I'm like, how the fuck do you keep all this shit in your head, bro?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. I'm like that with mixed martial arts, like records and stuff like that with fighters. But yeah, like that's crazy, man. He was a hoot though. That was funny though. I remember Joe and I were talking about it. Like he would talk about all these name dropping politicians and stuff, and I'm just like over my head. I'm like, I don't know. It was interesting.
He's doing a fucking. He was doing a fucking Bernie Sanders impression. It was classic.
Yeah, his awesome. Bernie Sanders was pretty spot on.
It was good. That's awesome. Yeah, he was a cool guy. He was cool.
Dude, the other day I was dying at some of the Donald Trump impersonations that are out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know who cracks me the fuck up? Even though some people are like, he's far left. Trevor Noah cracks me the fuck
Dude,
up.
that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, so
Fuck yeah.
his jokes are just so funny, bro. The shit he picks on. I went down like the rabbit hole of Trevor Noah bashing
I'm gonna
on
have
Trump.
to do that.
I'm fucking dying laughing, bro. I couldn't help it.
Trevor Noah and that other guy was really good on that. Seth Meyers. He'd always get on Trump on the night show or whatever.
He bashes on him. He bashes on him even more than Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Jimmy Fallon is like, you know, he's a little easy on him. You know,
Yeah,
he
but-
bashes on him. But he lets him.
Noah,
He doesn't beat him up too hard.
No, exactly. Well, Trump's a little softy, apparently. I watched that documentary on Netflix about him the other day. It was fucking hilarious. It's like he's the most like for a guy that was the U.S. president that would literally respond to some nobody on Twitter that called him a loser, and he'd be like, "No," and he would actually go out of his way to respond. It's just like I couldn't believe that was a president at one point.
What happened? Somebody said something. He responded to him?
He
Just a
responds to
regular
comments.
person.
Yeah,
just a regular
someone chirping him, he'll chirp him out right after or whatever. It's like he would I guess maybe not every tweet he gets, but I know he has been known to respond to comments and stuff like that.
I've gotten off on him on his tweets. I wish he would have responded to me.
Yeah, no shit.
I'd have been famous.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
famous.
Trump.
I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah.
It's probably better that he don't read what I'm trying to tell him.
Yeah, truth.
I don't talk shit about him at all. Only to him.
Yeah.
I will talk shit about him.
Only the
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like if I'm arguing with someone, I'll argue about stats, or I'll say how I feel that he behaves, but I don't just like badmouth him for nothing. But I will badmouth him to him.
Yeah.
If he tweets something and it's like really dumb, I definitely will be like, dude, you're an idiot for doing this shit. Why are you trying to fucking, divide the fucking country? Be mature, motherfucker. I'll say that to him, but
Yeah.
I don't say it to other people publicly.
Yeah, no kidding. You don't need that shit getting around
You
and
gotta
coming
be
back.
careful.
Or just, just for like, nobody's gonna give a shit if I say it anyway. He probably doesn't give a shit. But damn, if he read it at least once and responded, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
You just really ruined his day one time. He saw Christian's tweet. He's like,
I threw out my Big Mac after I read that.
had to pull him back in from jumping out of fucking Air Force One on his way to Mar-a-Lago or whatever. That's it. That Christian did it again. That's it.
Man, that dude, I don't know, man. At first he had claimed that he had given up a lot of business to become the president, but it's starting to come out now that he actually took a lot of foreign money while he was the president.
Yeah, he might have given up some of his businesses, but he subsidized that with whatever else he got. He just put some over here and took some from over there.
I think that was pretty much the whole basis of his whole career. I think most of it was money loaning. He was getting money, all those tax exemptions he got when he first started all of his buildings back in the 70s and 80s and stuff. He wasn't paying taxes for so long, and then I guess I'm no expert into all this, but it's he eventually worked his way up to accumulating all this debt, like that Taj Mahal place he tried opening. That the was
Trump Taj Mahal,
money what was it? Was it $100 billion or something stupid that he put into that, and they shut down within years?
The House of Blues in that Taj Mahal.
What's that?
Because I think the House of Blues was in that Taj Mahal, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
the Atlantic City Taj Mahal,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was in that city.
But dude, the most crooked people that exist. Because you could say there are people that are sneaky. You could say lawyers are sneaky. You could say lawyers are deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
But straight up liars, cheaters, real estate developers.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah.
Straight up real estate developers.
Yeah.
They pay people off to get the contracts. They buy into politics in order to stay in the circle, to keep getting the contracts.
That's right.
They do all that. They lie publicly about what the place is going to be so that the taxes aren't what they should be, or so that the permits get accepted quicker.
Yeah.
And the friggin' inspections to the buildings are bought off. You know what I mean?
You can see it. You just follow the money. Follow the fucking money from these guys. You'll see. They'll pad one candidate over the other because they know if they get this guy in their pocket, they'll just say, yeah, build whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But they'll still give a little bit to this guy. Be like, oh yeah, and here's your nothing. But this guy's our guy, you know? So,
yeah.
And that's exactly that's where he comes from. Anybody in New York knows that he was a New York City real estate developer. I mean, what place in the world can you find the most crooked real estate developers than
New York City?
Yeah.
I mean, it's New York City or LA, you know. I imagine maybe a place like Dallas too, but
like Chicago, places like that, probably.
I imagine, but New York City is like the king of fucking crooked ass contracts for real estate developers, unions, and all that. And if you're not working with unions the way Donald Trump used to not work, because he doesn't technically work with unions.
No.
At least after a time he didn't. For many, many years he didn't. You're going even deeper into the rabbit hole of crookedness.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the unions within themselves, they, subsidize money and do things within themselves, but the whole thing of a union is to make the work, who's doing work, what kind of work is being done, as transparent as possible. Yeah, everything's overpriced, but everything's supposed to be transparent.
Yeah.
But he did behind the doors, dude. That guy is known for doing backdoor deals and
closed door meetings and shit.
Quiet, And I'm not even talking about the porn star. I'm talking about real estate, politicians paying people off to stay quiet.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what made him great at convincing people, because he's got like that natural
charisma, I guess.
I'm gonna make you say yes, kind of thing.
He was a businessman. That's why people thought, that was his tagline. It's like, I'll run America like a business.
Yeah.
Well, that means our economy is going to be fucking awesome. Running it like one of his businesses.
Crashing down after $1,200.
Fuck, man.
It's like, okay, look, if we were the greatest, most richest country in the world right before COVID, why did people only get $1,200?
Yeah, that's fucking. That's a testament to the shadiness. It's fucking scary.
Well, and I took that. I heard, because I talked to a lot of people from the States, and a lot of people are like, really? Like, what in the fuck is that? And I thought the same thing, honestly. I was like, but America's supposed to be such a great and powerful place, and that's no offense to the citizens, but like the government and the way they run shit. Dude, like, you're fucking hurting people. You're not. You've got the money.
They definitely fucked people this time.
You've got the money. Give it to them.
Fucking gave it to people in the ass, dude.
Hard.
Yeah.
And not once did they even thank people.
Like you said, they could have said, "Look, I know it sucks right now, but take
nothing.
Thank you." Yeah, nothing.
There's a ton of families. Half of America, 3/4 of America, is still holding it together with nothing. With nothing. With $1,200, they probably got, I don't know, when did that go out? That was months ago, 6 months ago, maybe more.
Something like that, I think, yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
I don't know. But, it's kind of like that thing. Dude, you were preaching about how rich you just made the economy. Show
The economy is supposed to take care of the citizens.
Well, that's what you pay taxes for.
Especially after hearing that you Canadians got $1,000 every 2 weeks for like 6 months. I mean,
that's why I was like, for us,
And people were bitching, but Canadians were bitching about that up here. Like, oh, well, fuck this. Like, we're fucked on taxes now. It's like, bro, they're giving you money to stay home. Like, or if you're lucky and you still have your job and you can work from home. This is for people who lost.
Well, but I also heard through that kid, Chris Avealis or whatever his YouTube channel is. I also heard through him that, and it made me realize that we have great intentions here, but sometimes we don't think things through the way we should. Because this kid said that if you still had your job, you didn't qualify to get government relief.
That's right.
Apparently, you had to show that you lost your job to get government relief in Canada.
Yeah.
Whereas in the US, they just sent they claim they sent everybody $1,200. A lot of people didn't get the $1,200 from what I hear. I don't know. I didn't apply for it, but I heard some people that were expecting it that didn't show up in their account. But apparently, you know, we're in the situation where $1,200 and we're apparently the richest country in the world, and not even everybody got it. It totally makes no sense. And you sent it to people that kept their jobs? How does that fucking make sense?
Yeah.
People that lost their job didn't get the $1,200. Some people that lost their job didn't get the $1,200, but people that kept their jobs got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
That was the, you know what? And that was the thing here too, was that people that still had their jobs were applying for the emergency relief benefit as well. So they were still like double dipping because they're still getting their paycheck, but they're still getting the $2,000 a month.
Yeah, like I think how it works here.
They found out a bunch of people that were doing that, so now they're fucking for tax time.
Yeah,
like, you're fucked, buddy. But you know,
in regards to that, like they do make exceptions because then when you fill out your reports, as long as for me, I was laid off like near the beginning of March, and we ended up opening again in June, just doing takeout. So even then, we were open for I think between 2:00 till 9:00, and you can only really have 2 people in at a time. So you were I was getting scheduled once or twice a week. So it's I was back to work, but as long as you're filling out the reports and your hours are still under that certain guideline, they'll still issue out the checks, is how it worked out. So it's but once you get to that certain point where you're making enough and you're back to your normal amount of income, that's where they'll cut it off. Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what was the rationale over sending people that didn't get laid off money? That just makes, I don't know. What is the rationale behind that?
There isn't. I think
that stimulus or a relief would only apply
to people who needed it.
That needs it?
Yeah.
But if you're still working, you're technically going on with work the way you were before the thing happened. So I don't know why they would do that, man. And to make things even worse, in the US, they also sent money to people that apparently almost $1 billion. I don't know. I might have the number wrong, but a ton of money went out to people that they can't get it back. And they went out to the wrong people and all this, which also makes you think, great. It's they just created this thing that allows them to fucking take as much money as they want and then come back later and say, oh, we sent this money to people that were dead and, oh, we didn't know.
And we'll get it back. We got it now. Oh, it's fine.
We can't get the money back now because their families took the money and cashed the checks and, and that's what I think happened is they sent money to people that died and
so
the government.
It's a money laundering thing.
Yeah.
It's a giant.
But also, if somebody dies in your family, I guess, and the government sends a check for them, and you have ways of depositing it. I don't know. Would you? I would imagine most
people probably would. I guess.
Parents would. Yeah. Most children of parents would be they sent this for mom, and she passed away, and we could probably use the money.
Yeah.
Most people
would probably. Yeah.
But the government doing it, I mean, that's a whole other thing. It's dude, you're fucking throwing away money that could be helping people,
And don't you think it was
longer payouts, are fucked because money was given out to people that really didn't need it. Mm-hmm. And that's why maybe you saw some people being this is fine. I have no issues with this. Keep it closed. The people that didn't lose their jobs and got that extra money must have been loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, don't you think it was just Trump trying to puff his chest out and say I fucking gave everybody $1,200. What the fuck do you want? Everyone got $1,200. It's yeah, but, you did that. It's irresponsible. It's fiscally irresponsible and B, pretty fucking cheap, dude.
It is. It's cheap and fiscally irresponsible.
You're giving $1,200 a month.
Yeah, to the people that could have helped is cheap, and then to the people that didn't need the money, it's completely fiscally irresponsible.
Yeah. I don't know. But it was an election year. He was trying to get on top of the pandemic. He was trying to do something.
With that, you know, in his mind, he probably thought, if I give everybody this money, everybody will vote for me. But if I only give it to some people,
then they won't.
You know, then the ones that don't get it are not going to vote for me or this and that. But they should have put through a more accurate plan, man. You know, something that really
100%.
Something that at least expected this long-term nonsense that people are having to fucking live through.
And it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going this way as long as shit's left open and people aren't working together to try to stop it. And that's just by putting a piece of fucking cloth on your face for the time you're in a store.
Do you still see people by you without a mask and shit?
No, not no more, because it's fucking...
Not very often. Yeah, not very often. Like, if you're walking down the street, yeah, but I don't think...
Yeah, outside, but... Like walking
if you're in a mall or you're walking around in a restaurant or a store, yeah, everyone's wearing their masks and stuff. So I haven't seen anyone put up a fight that I've seen yet. So, but I only go to places like the grocery store, or like fucking Walmart or something that.
But that's the difference. And I do the same. I only go for I won't even go in the store for groceries. Like this morning, I woke up because you can like schedule your pickup times. Yeah. I woke up at like 6 a.m. to be at the grocery store for 7 to get my shit, and they just bring it to the car and you go fuck it. I don't even go in the goddamn store. Yeah, and then I come fucking home. That's it. I go to like one store sometimes to grab like prescriptions for my wife. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't fucking go nowhere. And that's just it.
I try to not go to like too many public places either. Luckily, I don't live like in LA, where like if you go outside, you're walking amongst a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I see people like rurally around here. I see some people still like not going into the store without a mask, and they still serve them,
And that sends a mixed message, right? Like,
it does. But I'll see people behind the store shelves, people that work at the store, they'll have the mask on, and they'll still serve people that don't have it. Probably they don't want an argument. I imagine it's gotta be that.
Yeah, I don't want to like cause a fuss.
And we talked about it up here, a bunch of my buddies, because I was a bouncer for a long fucking time. We said, why don't you take all these guys that used to work in the bars and can't anymore because they're all shut down, and just put them outside these places and say, you gotta wear a fucking mask to come in. You gotta wear a mask.
One big ass security guard be like, put mask on.
I know some big boys. Yeah, I know some big boys. I'll fucking do it too. If you pay me $50 an hour, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, fucking.
No one will be in there without a goddamn mask. Because I'll have to fight someone, and I want money for that.
Yeah. It's like being a prize fighter.
If I'm going to dance, I'm getting paid for it.
My teen daughter told me that where she lives in Kansas City, Missouri, she said that no one wears a mask.
See? And it's going to keep going as long as people don't get... And that's, that's how they stopped the Spanish flu. And the Spanish flu was the first real pandemic, I think. Well, not the first, but the first documented one from like this century or whatever that killed so many fucking people. And all they did was wear a mask and shit.
Yeah, it's like the one that we have pictures to go with, and like
Yeah, you could kind of have a history, a stamp to look back.
Stats at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the bubonic plague or obviously everything like that fucked everything over, but like that's where you can look back and say like, here's the date, this is when it happened, this is how many people fucking died. We have this as a reference. It fucking happened. It's not like back when fucking King Arthur was around and there was blah 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 blah. It's like well, fuck, who knows?
Yeah. Written on the.
I had read this one thing that I don't know why it occurred in Phoenix, but in Phoenix, Arizona, during the Spanish plague, there was like this misinformation going around that it might be coming from dogs, and people were basically killing their own family pets and the police were helping people kill their family pets.
Oh my God!
That only because they thought that it might have been coming from dogs.
So I thought it was a thing where the plague was coming from rats. Back in the middle, whatever, dark ages and shit.
Yeah, the Black Plague, I think. Yeah, the Black Plague, I think. Yeah.
But it was actually the fleas that would bite the rats, and then the fleas jump on the people.
Yeah, but it says a lot about human thinking and conclusion and how wrong it could be if you leave humans alone to their own thoughts and their own misinformed conclusions, because that's what it really is.
Misinformed conclusions is exactly the fucking problem.
Yeah, for sure.
And it happens. If you have a small enough group of people, imagine like a small enough group of people left alone to conclude how everything occurs. Think about all the fucking fucked up, stupid decisions that would be made.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It probably takes a large group of people.
A huge sampling.
And a lot of different a lot of different professionalisms and things like that to get to a bottom line, an actual factual bottom line.
Yeah, right.
Dude, back in the day, I mean, look at when they first started medicine, when they were still concluding shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like freaking pins in people's eyes to get to the brain. And
hey, this is some mold. Try this. See what this fucking does to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like we're just gonna hammer this nail up through the nose into the brain, and that should fix him from being
to the left.
Like, you know,
no, other left. Yeah. You know.
And he should never masturbate again.
It's like the demons out. Yeah.
It's crazy that was only like maybe like 70, maybe probably more now, like less than probably whatever, like under 100 years ago.
It wasn't even 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's like that's crazy. Like how much shit is
not even 100 years ago. We were like, yeah, this steel pin right into your brain. You won't have headaches again. Right. Don't worry about it. Come on.
Exactly.
Open your eye. It goes right up in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
how you're gonna feel a pinch.
Damn, man, we are some brutal motherfuckers left to our own fucking behavior, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like scary. It's scary to think of it.
No, it's like the whole thing about the shutdown, with everything being shut down. It's like mental health has been through like rampant in regards to like domestic disputes have gone up, depression, just like suicide rates have gone up because of the isolation and being isolated and not being able to go out and do your normal day-to-day stuff. It affects people differently, I guess, but
I get that. Yeah, I could see that, and I feel for that. I feel that, but I don't know. I'm lucky I get to do this with you guys.
Yeah, no, exactly, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, people have. It also I imagine that some people are being forced to have to tolerate some human beings that could be really complicated. Like maybe you're a kid and like your dad is like really fucked up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're a wife and your husband is a total piece of shit. Or maybe you're a dude and your wife, is driving you nuts. Maybe, you're lady and your parent is driving you nuts, your older parent could be going nuts because of this, and maybe they think they're going to die every single day, who knows. But it is a fucking challenging time for a lot of people, and a lot of people handle it differently. Lucky for me, I got music. Music's kind of like the thing that at least puts the emotions in check a little bit.
I think that's one thing we can all unanimously agree on. Music 100%. Definitely has been the coping mechanism for a lot of us people. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And comedy too. I found that comedy, dude. Watching like comedians, you stand-up comics every once in a while.
Yeah.
That will just kind of like lift, all the bad or the negative off your mind for a while. Get you to laugh, get you to hear some jokes, and that in itself is therapeutic,
Oh, for sure.
Even if you have to like force yourself into it, I think it's important to still laugh about shit. Maybe even when negative things happen, if it's not affecting you, terribly, then maybe the right thing to do is to joke about it and to make it joke. That's what I've been trying to do about like.
I've based my whole life on that. So it's just like, you just gotta like, some things you just gotta like, can't take too seriously, right? It's like laugh things off. I try to, that's a detriment to me sometimes. I'm that kind of person where I kind of make jokes in inappropriate situations sometimes, but that's just how people cope, right? It's a coping mechanism, I guess. So.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely use it as a coping mechanism. Sometimes it's better to like make a joke about something than to like try to argue the point of view with somebody else or something. And through comedy, you know, through making a joke, you might help another person, help them see the sarcasm in it, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Help them see their own hypocritical nature in it, you know?
Oh yeah, it's been, and it's always been proven that laughter always kind of brings the endorphins back, makes you happy. It's like it's kind of hard to like genuinely laugh without actually thinking it's funny, type of thing. So yeah, like watching stand-up comedians on Netflix. I've been crushing a bunch of those lately. So
there's a lot of good comedians on YouTube too, man. Like small-time comedians that are just freaking hysterical.
I'm gonna have to get a list from here or something.
And then I started watching like comedians from like 10 years ago. Dude, they were edgy. They were saying shit that no way most of the comedians would be able to get away with today.
Yeah.
Like there was this one white comedian. There was this one white comedian that was going to all the black like stand-up comedy specials, and he would go and just make fun of black people the whole time.
I'm trying to think. I wonder if that was.
Imagine if they did that now. I think that 2-3 minutes, and they'd be like, "Hey, you can't do that."
Oh yeah, dude, he'd get shamed out of the fucking building nowadays. Yeah, all it takes is one person at comedy shows. Like I can't stand that when people try to make a big argument about like what the stand-up comedian said. It's like shut the fuck up. It's like it's a joke. Chill out for one. Yeah, and if you don't like it, then don't laugh. Don't ruin it for everybody else. It's like when you see hecklers.
Even like some old comedians that have like a very masculine like kind of aura about their jokes, like, you know,
like a Joey Diaz.
Some comedians like belittle women, like technically belittle women in their jokes, but it's a joke. So we're kind of like just laughing about a male-female relationship, so it's okay. But watching it now, you go like, oh shit, like he's ripping on women. It's like on women.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bill Burr is a freaking hard like woman shamer, bro. He don't give a fuck. He's like, dude, all women are crazy, and like, holy shit.
Oh, Bill Burr's rants are so fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, his whole skit is basically how could you listen to women, basically. You know? Yeah. Well, I mean, after you've been in a relationship long enough, you do find that shit super humorous.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's relatable, right? So.
Yeah, and not just that. You need, like you said, you know, you got to kind of laugh some shit off. You know,
no, exactly. You can't.
I mean,
like at the time,
you get by with it without laughing it off.
No, yeah, like I can go back at so many stupid stories where I fucked up really bad, but you go back and laugh about it because it was like, you know, I'm here, I'm still alive, and you know, it didn't really affect me too badly enough. I can look back at it and be like, man, that shit was funny.
Yeah. Like I remember the one time a girl posted something on social media, and I said, congratulations. She had posted those pregnancy tests, you know how they have like the line. She posted that like, oh, I'm gonna have a kid, and I put, congratulations, that's awesome. And I remember that, you know, my ex at the time had seen it and tried to say that I got the girl pregnant.
Jesus, like people spin things, and you're like, wait, what?
Dude, I said congratulations. I said congratulations to a pregnant woman. I must be the father.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, that's so fucked up.
How does one even tie those two together?
Yeah, it's got to be extreme paranoia.
That's what you get for being a decent human being, Christian.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, for real. Next time I should be like, that's great that you're not having my kid. That's awesome. That's
congratulations.
Awesome kid, but it's not mine.
You have that as your disclaimer.
Yeah, just like, congratulations, hey, and then at the bottom, this is not my PS. This is not my kid.
This is not Cristian Machado's
kid. Hey, you know, happy birthday. What's her name? It's like, what? Happy birthday. Come on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that your baby? What the fuck are you talking about? This was a platonic greeting.
Once things like that happen, you're like, whoa, okay, this is going a little too far.
Yeah. You know? I feel like something has snowballed somewhere.
That's one of those red flags I've heard so much about.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
shit,
yeah,
man.
fellas. That was fun. Always a good time to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have a blast, man, doing this shit with you guys for sure.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Gonna have to rebook again soon, or if you can jump in for Friday with Max, it'd be fucking great.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, let me know, man. And if you guys have me back, what I'll do is next time I'll bring, like, maybe I could bring like Matt from Machine Head on with me or something. Like, what time is it in the UK right now?
Almost. It's like
Go now.
5:30 a.m. right now.
5:30 a.m. Damn, that's the thing, is that he's in the UK.
Early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless if you were able to tape it like at a more UK friendly time, you let me know. You know, see
Yeah.
if one of the days you're able to do like a show earlier on or something,
Yeah.
even if it, or later on, even we could try maybe like a 1 a.m. one or something, maybe.
Yeah. I think
Midnight,
that probably
1 a.m.
that's definitely a
1 a.m.
possibility.
would be like what time over there?
1 a.m. would be 7 a.m. over there, which is a little better. Or 8 a.m. Sorry.
8 a.m. Yeah, that would be good. You can have a nice morning coffee.
No, 7.
Yeah.
7.
I'll ask him. I'll ask him
Yeah,
like
for sure.
what time in the morning is best for him to do a show, and then you let me know what day, you know,
Yeah,
work.
honestly, right now I've only got two. I've got 2 days open in December that I can do it. So I'm fucking booked.
Yeah, or just, it doesn't have to be in December. It could be in
Oh,
January.
whatever.
Yeah,
you
we'd do
just let
something.
me know.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Whenever. I don't give a fuck.
Regardless,
Back
we'll
at the
make it
goddamn
happen.
time. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
What are you doing for
man.
Thanksgiving, bro? Chilling out?
Probably put on a documentary, dude. You know, and
Yeah.
wind it down. Try to get to bed a little bit earlier. I've been having to deal with like the documentation of the things that are going on and all that. So, you know, try to get to bed a little earlier, but you know, there's a lot of shit going around in my head. That's all I know.
Yeah, true that, man.
Yeah. Understood.
But, you know, this was therapy. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking, I love these chats.
Yeah, me too, fellas. Me too.
What are you guys up to tonight?
Oh, sweet fuck all. Probably just gonna go lay down and play some games on my phone and then hit the sack. Probably, you know, like a lame guy in his mid-30s.
What was the name of that documentary about the guy with the concussion?
Chris Benoit on Vice. Look up
Chris
the
Benoit on Vice.
documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 2-parter, I think, but it was like on the last season that aired, I think. So
Yeah, Vice has a channel on YouTube, so you'll be able to.
yeah, they have a channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
If not, people have some illegal, like obviously, like uploaded it. Like if you type in the episode name, if like Vice Chris Benoit story, I'm sure there's a bunch.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah,
But
definitely,
hey,
man.
You guys be good. Thank you so
You
much
too,
for
brother.
having me on. Let me know. You know, if you want to hook up and do the thing, just hit me up, Limbo. You
Yeah,
know where.
dude, we'll reconnect here soon.
Yeah, we're doing it Friday. That's good.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Take care, fellas.
All right, guys. Have
Okay,
a good
take it
one.
easy. Yeah, Nate. See you later, Christian.
Appreciate
Peace
you
out.
guys. Yeah. Later, dude.